ahora sí. Permítame un segundito. Sim recording. Okay, I created a new account and finally got my bank account. Today I did a deposit of $1,200 into my account with the first batch of cash funds in order to provide working capital to it. My accountant registered. Tell me the register. Go, 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 guys. Who wants to raise
Debit
their hand?
bank, credit capital.
Awesome. Debit bank, credit capital. Okay. Guys, you also add this column called amount. What this column, it's debit credit always, but add this column because it will help you. What this column does is to add debits and subtract credits. Why credits are negatives always, okay? What's the final balance of this column? 0, because you have a debit on positive sign and a negative with a negative sign. So the value is always 0. Okay. Guys, the guys that are just entering the class, don't forget in the chat we have a WhatsApp chat group for managerial accounting. You can enter the group via the link in the chat. Okay. Let me see if there is nobody else. Perfect. Okay, this is the first register. Okay. Second question, I did an operations and I did a credit sale for $100. Credit sale for $100. Accounting register.
Accounts receivable 100, well, asset 100.
Account receivable, debit, sales.
Yeah, and sales 100. Credit.
Credit side. Oh, how do you know that, guys? Nature of accounts. Revenue or sales increase with credits, okay? If you have any doubt, please raise your hand. We won't stop, okay? This is gonna go fast. And please create your register. This is how your register should look. Let's put here question 1. Instead of the date, I will put question 1. Don't worry about the dates right now. From the previous operation where I sold $100 to be paid in the future as it was a credit operation, the cost of the operation is $50 to be paid in the future. Sorry about my dog. Anybody, guys, who raised their hand?
Credit, liabilities, and cost of sale.
Why?
Debit.
Why credit liabilities?
It's like liabilities, accounts payable, because we have to pay it in the future.
Awesome. And why cost?
Because it is how much it costs us.
It's related to the sale.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And why debit the cost? Costs increase with?
Yeah, debit.
With debits, guys. Okay, awesome. Liability, let's put it accounts payable. Accounts payable, as its name. Okay. And here also. Look, this is what you shouldn't do. Put an extra, it's accounts. Receivable. Yeah, let's put it in here, common stock. Common stock. Okay. So we have bank common stock, account receivable, sales, accounts payable, cost. Awesome. Question number 4. Today I received a wire transfer of $100. $100 from my customer, and I took 50 and paid the vendor also via wire transfer.
Debit bank account.
Why debit bank account?
Because you're receiving money, right? The wire transfer.
The resource.
Yeah,
and
resource.
Assets increase
and
with debit.
debit. And credit to the cost, right? Or to the $50. You're decreasing the debt, right?
To the cost?
Mhm.
No.
To the account receivable.
Mm. How much you credit the account receivable, Jimmy?
Or 100.
We have two operations in there, guys. First operation, I'm receiving money from whom?
Well, from the people who owe you money, the person who owed you
So,
money. And the asset will be
debit bank
the asset,
account 100 and credit what?
Accounts receivable.
the account receivable.
Why account receivable?
Because it's
Why?
decreasing the debt, and the debts decrease with
Receivables are debts.
no our assets. Sorry, account receivables decrease with.
You don't have an
trade.
obligation. You don't have the right to claim anymore. What you have now, cash, right? You convert that receivable into cash, okay? Accounts receivable. The same name always.
And you create the bank because you're paying the debt you have with the supplier, right?
Exactly, exactly. Guys, please turn on your cameras. I need to see you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Julian. Please focus, guys, because this is the last chance. This is the last chance to understand the accounting system. If you get behind on this topic, you won't understand what we will see next. And that's why some of you fail my course, okay? So I took from that bank account $50. So we credit the bank and pay the vendor also via wire transfer. We're missing a register.
Yes, it's a credit to bank and a accounts payable, debit
Awesome.
50,
Why accounts payable?
because we have to pay him those 50.
Because you don't have any debt.
Mm,
First, you register a debt in here in the question 3, okay? In here, you are canceling that debt in the next register, okay? You're decreasing that debt. You don't have that debt anymore because you already paid him, okay? If you adopt the accounts payable, what's gonna be the final balance of that account? 0, because you don't have an obligation to pay. That's what I need you to understand. That's the accounting system. Okay. Everybody okay until here? Thumbs up. Perfect. I bought a laptop for my firm in cash. My accountant registered.
It's a debit to assets,
It's a debit to asset. What's the name of that account?
computer equipment.
Awesome. Laptop equipment. And
It's a credit to bank asset.
Even that you already know, Elizabeth, how to do registers. You forgot the half part of the register. The main mistake that I
The
see in
depreciation.
professionals is that they always forget the second part of the register.
Yeah, then it would be the depreciation accumulated. It's debit to
Wait,
100. Then,
that's another one.
um,
But what I want you to get is that it's always double register. A cargo y abono. Always. Laptop and bank. Okay?
but I did told you. I told you first computer equipment and then the credit to bank.
Oh, sorry, I didn't
Yeah,
hear that,
but
that
in
part.
our, the other class, we added the depreciation.
Erase that depreciation, guys, please. Let's keep to the example, to the exercises, okay? If you have the register of a depreciation, it's just for you to learn how to depreciate. Erase that part right now. If you had it in your database, okay? So laptop bank, because maybe that depreciation makes us have some losses. So avoid the depreciating the first month. Rent expense and bank account. Okay, sorry. We're in the question 6. Today is the due date to pay the office rent. The easiest one. Hey guys, the ones that are already participating, please, another one. Fernanda, qué gusto verte. No te había visto. Salvador. Venga, Valeria, esta sí te la sabes. Pagué la renta por $20. ¿Cuál es el registro contable? What's the accounting register?
Expense.
Sería
rate.
una expense. Sería
Creo
una
que ahí
expense, ¿verdad?
es correcto. ¿Qué expenses? ¿Cuál?
El expense de la renta, los 20.
Renta, se llama
debit.
así, renta, ¿vale? Se llama rent expense. ¿Ok? ¿Y de dónde está saliendo? Del banco, ¿no? Siempre que tengamos algo que pagar del banco, se le abona al banco. If we always pay something from the bank, we always credit the bank. We are decreasing our resource. Question 7. Today we need to pay the payroll for $50. Accounting register, please, guys.
It will be debit 50 in payroll expenses.
Awesome. And credit, you're missing the other half.
It will be bank.
Awesome. That's it. Question 7. Payroll expense, bank. Okay. Question 8, guys. Our research and development team has finished a successful development that helped us to sell more than we used to. We spent in this project only the payroll for an amount of $30. The hard question.
It would be an asset, right?
Yes, why?
Because it's something that is going to be more than a year. Like something we're going to use more than a year, right?
Yes, that's correct. And it's a resource. You are creating something called intangible assets. Our softwares are intangible assets. Tell me another intangible asset.
The brand.
The brand. Muy bien. Very good. Another one.
The name of the brand.
Software and the brand, it's always the most used, most common intangible assets, okay? A patent. Patent, it's another one. Pa, 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 pa. Now the investor wants dividend. No, we need to get to the final position before. Can you tell me how can we determine the current profitability? I will teach you today. I provide to my company extra funds for additional 1,000 to buy a sales delivery vehicle. The vehicle is in the question 12. So question 11, who can answer the question 11? Easy, easy peasy. Come on, guys. Question 11.
Well, the vehicle would be an asset, right?
That's question 12.
For us.
First
La
we have
11.
First, we have to register question 11. What does it mean that?
That we have our resource,
Then we debit what?
banks,
And credit?
equity capital,
Awesome. Bank, Let me see here, something's happening. No, this is question 11. Bank and equity. Wait. It's not the same account that we used before. Common stock, okay? What are the two types of stocks, guys? Just cultural thing. ¿Cuáles son los dos tipos de acciones en las empresas?
Son las comunes y las preferentes.
Preferred and common. What are the difference between preferred and common stocks?
Que las comunes es bueno, tienen el derecho de voto corporativo y es lo que elige el board of directors.
Did you hear all of you? Did you hear that? Common stock has corporate rights to assess who's gonna be on the board, the director's board, okay? Who's gonna be the CEO? Preferred stocks doesn't have those rights. But what's the good side of the preferred stocks? Who can tell me? Why don't you wanna go?
You have the right to claim the dividends, for instance, with your first on the list. To say.
Yes. And more important than the dividends, Jorge. More important than that.
Well, stock has more value, right?
No.
No es la decisión que es voto.
¿Cuál? ¿Cuál, Dani?
Tener toma de decisión.
Esos son las opciones comunes. Common stock. If you have corporate rights, it's common stock. If you don't have corporate rights, it's preferred. But what's the difference? One, it's you get paid before anybody. And guys, if the company gets sold or it has an exit or if somebody repurchase stocks, why do you want to repurchase stocks? Maybe the first batch of stocks are more expensive than the next batches. So you purchase from that expensive batch more stocks. Okay, that will lower your finance cost. The ones that get bought first are the preferred stocks. That's important. That's business, guys. You need to understand those concepts, okay? Question 12. I bought a vehicle, $1,000. The leaf usage is 5 years. This month we have the report, the report. Oh, to report the monthly depreciation. Who's gonna go? The ones that are with the turned off camera, guys. Rebecca, you're very quiet. Cri, cri. Are you there, Rebecca? Anybody else? Jimena? Ana?
Yes, I'm here.
¿Qué pasó?
What do you ask?
To tell me the accounting register for question 12.
For number 12, there's the vehicle and assets,
Debit or credit?
debit,
Mhm.
banking credit.
Okay, and what are we missing there?
You would also record the depreciation expense
Mhm.
and the accumulated.
Debit or credit? The accumulated depreciation, use debit or credit?
Credit.
Awesome. Why? It's a contra-asset account, okay? Perfect, guys. So we have bank, car, depreciation, expense. Yep, depreciation expense. Accumulated depreciation, car. That's it. Why 17, guys? How we got to 17?
Because we divided for the 5 years.
If you divide this
Isn't
between
that right?
5 years, it would be 200. We're missing something.
By the months. of
By the
5
months.
years, 60.
Awesome. Awesome. So question number 13. Customer prepays 12 cups of $100 each that will be delivered on a monthly basis. These are the hard ones, guys. Come on, come on. We can finish today. Let's do it. I will ask the guys that doesn't have the cameras on. Miguel. One of the Rodrigos. Who can answer?
¿Me escucha?
Sí, te escucho.
Ok. It's income.
Income what?
Debit to bank.
Espera, Rodrigo. Déjame escuchar lo que dice Miguel. ¿Qué es?
Es income, son el primer mes.
Debit or credit? ¿Cargo o abono?
Este es debit. No credit, credit. Pero solo se paga 100.
Ok. Solo 100 en credit de income. Ok.
Y el otro es. El otro no sé qué. Creo que es liability. No, liability no. El otro. El otro no sé cuál es.
Pongan
pero
atención,
sí
chicos.
faltaría por cobrar 1100. Creo que está mal.
A ver, Rodrigo, ¿quieres participar? Adelante. Es su oportunidad de brillar, chicos. Venga.
Banking debit 1,200.
1,200. Awesome, David. Perfect. We have 1,200 debit bank and credit income 100. No me está cuadrando el registro. Todavía me falta algo. Me faltan 1,100 negativos. ¿Dónde están?
They are in customer prepayment.
Customer
Right.
prepayments. ¿Y customer prepayment qué es? Asset, liability, equity, income, cost or expense.
Mm,
Liability.
liability.
Liability. Venga. ¿Dónde está? Pam. Esto no lo tenemos registrado. Lo vamos a registrar porque esto no dice aquí, ¿eh? Ujú. Vamos a poner question 13. Es bank. $1,200, ¿no? 1,200. Y van a ser income, ¿no? ¿Cómo le estamos poniendo las ventas? Sales. Acuérdense en mantener el nombre de las cuentas, si no, no van a poder automatizar su reporte. Y así debe de quedar su registro contable, chicos, ¿vale? Perfecto. Pregunta, question number 14. The cost of each copy is $50 you haven't paid. But you received them.
Is a cost debit 50? Then a liability accounts payable 600, credit and a asset inventory 550 debit.
That's it. That's it, guys. This is one of the hard guys of the hard registers. Ah, mira, sí lo tenía. No, esto está mal. Tache. Ok, it's. ¿Dónde está? Pregunta 14. Vamos a ver, nada más déjame revisar. Todo nos está cuadrando. When you hear that your accountant doesn't balance, it's because it won't get to zero your journal entries. Okay, bank account. No, we said it's accounts payable, no? Accounts payable. How much? 600. Cost 50.
50
And
asset inventory, yes.
yep. ¿Alguna duda con este registro, chicos? Todos en la misma página. Perfecto. 14. Ya vamos a acabar. Ya vienen las difíciles. I prepaid 2 months of rent as my landlord offered me 3 months rent for the price of 2. Julian. This is a hard one. Tell me that. I prepaid 2 months of rent. How much did we pay before for the rent? $20. So I prepaid 2 months of rent. How much is it?
$40.
Credit what?
Bank
Bank
credit.
account. And
And debit, I would say rent expense.
how much?
40.
What does the accrual accounting basis says, guys? Principio de vengación contable.
Yo.
In English, please, Elizabeth.
You don't touch the income statement unless there is an interchange of product service.
Until we have an exchange of services, you don't touch any account of the income statement. How much you have exchange of services from the rent? 1 month, right? So how much you have to debit rent expense?
Just 1 month, right?
Just 1 month.
What was the question?
¿Qué pasó, Jimmy?
¿Cuál era la pregunta?
What's the debit side of the register? We already know that it's a credit, the bank, $40, but we're missing the debit.
Yes, it's rent expense 13 point, well, it's, yeah, and supplier prepayment 27.
Did you hear, guys? Why 13, Elizabeth?
Because we prepay 2 months of rent expense and then we divide it. So it's how much it actually cost us this month to pay the rent.
Because you're paying 2 months and they will give you 3, right? So you have the right to claim 2 more months, but you need to put a value to the 3rd month. So you divide those $40 between 3, okay? It's customer. No, this is cost inventory. Yeah, yep. Okay, we don't have that one. It's bank. Debit the bank. It's $40. Rent expense. And we have what? Prepaid rent. Okay, if you add that up, 0. The last one, guys, the last one. I borrowed $1,000 with a monthly interest rate of 5%.
Bank liability, bank debt.
Bank liabilities. Tell me the registers, Danny.
Yeah, it's bank liability, $1,000.
Bank debit, how much?
1,000.
Liabilities, how much? Debit or credit?
Credit.
Credit liabilities. And we're missing something.
Yeah, the
Interest
interest.
expense.
The interest expense. Interest expense, guys. Interest expense. Bank debt. Now we have everything to create our first balance sheet, okay? How do you start your balance sheet? Always with the header, always. Company, blah, 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 blah. And this is in Switzerland and in Germany, in China, and Japan. That's in all the countries, okay? Start with the header. The name of the financial statement. What's the format of the balance sheet? At what moment you want the balance sheet? Why? Why? I always question that. Why at the moment? Why do you request a balance sheet at the moment?
Because balance sheet has all the records in time.
Exactly. It's very stupid to ask, give me a balance sheet from the January 1st of 1950. You ask the balance sheet because it has saldos, full amounts of all the accounting registers. It's the same as your bank statement. Your bank statement always starts with the previous month balance. Always. Otherwise, when you get your bank statement, you will have a full library like this. Okay. So and always we need to know what's the currency that we're reading, right? Mexican flautas, zarapes, avocados. Okay, this is US dollars. Assets, we start with the assets, current assets and non-current assets. What's the difference between current assets and non-current assets?
Time frame.
Okay, what's the time frame difference?
Short term are less than a year, and long term are
Okay.
more than a year.
And how do we arrange the accounts in the balance sheet, guys?
The liquidity, right?
Due to the liquidity, from
Right, so
liquidity purposes.
So cash is the first one.
Cash is
cash.
the more liquid because it's cash.
Yeah.
Liquidity means how fast is converted into cash, okay? That means liquidity. So assets are arranged in liquidity. What I want you to get is if you fulfill the accounting register as I just said that you need to do, when you use this formula that I will teach you right now, you can automatizar the process, okay? And that's with everything. That's with everything. If you put the same account receivable, we have inventory, prepaid. Okay, no, we put prepaid rent, not prepaid expenses. We put prepaid rent.
Hi, can you explain again the part of the formula for the bank?
Yes, I will. Just give me a moment so you can see that all the amounts are changing and that I don't have to go adding up each account. If you didn't do it properly, guys, this is the way you will have to add up everything like I'm just doing. Bank, 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 bank. Okay? If you don't want to do that, learn this formula. It will help you. Sum if, or if you have an Excel in Spanish, es sumar.si. Hasta aquí todos me están siguiendo. Sumar, sí. Abrimos paréntesis, ya que utilizamos la función. We open parentheses when we start to use the function. The first batch that is requested, it's the range. The first element that Excel is telling us to provide to him is the range. The range means, where do you want me to look? I'm telling him, look in the column V. Or you can also put look in this range. You can also do that, okay? But I'm choosing column B for faster purposes. The next element that the formula requires is the criteria. Okay, in this range, what do you want me to look for? The bank account. Third criteria. Okay, I know where to look. What do you want me to look? From that same row, from that same row, it will add up the figure that matches that row. Okay? If you have a bank that matches in the criteria, it will add up the column that you provide to him. Okay? Everybody, did you get to that amount? Bien, Fernanda. Bien, Jorge. That formula will help you along your careers, guys. Knowing how to Excel, it's a competitive advantage.
I'm sorry, but I got negative 2,679.
Awesome, Anna. Those kind of things happens. The first thing that you have to look for is check if the accounts are named the same way in all your accounting registers. If you're not using the same account name, if it has an space, an extra space, that's not the same name. If it has an S banks, it's not the same name. It won't add up. If you checked out everything and everything says bank, the only thing that you can do is to do it manually.
Or you
Do
can
it.
do, for example, it happens to me that when I put formulas, it gives me negative. So in the Excel formula, I have to put one of the character of things as negative. So minus
Oh,
and minus.
and that's a great point, Jorge. Everybody, guys, the first thing before creating any financial statement is to see if you have everything balanced. If you don't have everything balanced to zero, there's something wrong in there. And if you have everything balanced, that means that if you don't balance the financial statement, your financial statements are wrong because your accounting registers are correct. First thing before creating financial statements, balanced out. Ahí es donde yo les digo, cuando escuchan a un contador, es que no me cuadra, es porque no les da cero. Todos, thumbs up if you balance to zero. ¿Qué hiciste mal, Elisa? Checa tus registros contables.
I'm checking it, but I can't find it. Everything, it's like I did wrote like the ones that are like ready, they are on minus.
Yo quería verlo por pregunta. Así, mira, pregunta 16, 0, perfecto. Pregunta 15, son 15 preguntas, eso es muy rápido, 0. Pregunta 14, 0. Ahí te vas a dar cuenta en qué pregunta no te está cuadrando. Y ya sabes registrar, corriges bien. Entonces, chicos, venga. Lo mismo aquí, laptop, vehicle, no, le pusimos car, ¿verdad? Car. La del software, no me acuerdo que la hayamos registrado. Car, let me see, software is the number, yeah, software. Guys, did you go to the total assets 3,800? No, it's not 3,800. It's 3,900. Sorry. Step, no bank loan. Ujú, ujú. ¿Qué está haciendo esta cosa? Oh, yeah, Zoom.
Profesor,
Yep.
no me da el mismo valor que a usted en assets, en bank del balance sheet. No sé por qué.
¿Ya te cuadró la columna de montos?
Sí, o sea, ya me
Cero.
cuadró, me da 0, pero no sé
Lo
por qué.
más probable es que tienes un carácter que no, que se diferencia en el nombre de las cuentas. Checa que todas las que tengan banco, yo lo que haría es, guys, if you don't put the same account name, you won't be able to use SUMIF. You will have to do it manually. What I would use is, if to check the bank, if it doesn't balance, is copy the bank, the first bank that you get, and paste it in all the banks, okay? Paste it. That way you will guarantee that everything it's the same way written. We're missing just common stock, and ¿qué nos está faltando? What are we missing to balance? Guys, until here, everything that I'm showing in the balance sheet, do you get the same results? Thumbs up, who has the same results? Awesome, Jorge. Closer to a 10. ¿Qué está pasando, muchachos? ¿Qué está pasando? What are we missing? Come on, Fernanda. It's not that easy. I'm showing you the tricks to fix it, guys. Don't forget to use the same account names. If you use the same ones as I use, just check that. And it's the same with the income statement. Let's do the income statement, guys. First of all, the header. The header. What is this? Oh, come on. The header. The date. Oh, what's the date format for the income statement?
It's in periods.
In periods of time from 1st of January until July 31st. Okay, that's a period of time. And always, what are we reading? Mexican flutes, zarapes, avocados. The same formula. Sum if sales. No, sorry. First is the range. Then the criteria. And we finish with the amounts column. Okay. In here, we don't have expenses. We have payroll. But let me put all the expenses. It's rent expense, payroll expense. Rent expense, payroll expense, What other expenses we have? Depreciation expense. Interest expense. Just let me see if it's the same name of the account. Depreciation expense. And rent expense, interest expense, perfect. Oof, we're missing something. Hiya. Hiya. We're missing in here, guys, the card accumulated depreciation. Give me 1 second. Depreciation. Okay, the account depreciation. That's it. It still doesn't balance. It's not balanced. We're missing 50. Let me take a look for those 50. Cost, sales, 50 for the payroll. Interest expense. Oh yeah, I know. Ya vi que es. Oh, claro que sí. No está sumando nada de esto. Esta sumatoria está mal. That's it. No, we're missing. We're missing 100. Okay. We're missing 100.
They're from the accounts receivable.
No, account receivable adds up 0. Take a look.
Oh, okay.
Wait. You might be correct. No. Just give me 1 second. Siempre pasa. Sales. Ahorita lo encuentro, ¿no? Tranquilos. I can receive. ¿Dónde están esos 100? Common stock. Bank. Ok. Rent expense, prepaid rent. Nada más déjenme checarlas. También luego pasa que en las sumatorias esto está mal.
Profe, a mí aún no me da el de banco. O sea, ya hice lo que me dijo de copiar y pegar para que el nombre no estuviera mal.
Ahorita lo vemos, porque encima la de banca es la más difícil, pero ve validando el resto de las cuentas. Guys, paste everything, like copy and paste everything at the end. If you don't get the same amounts, we can take a look at those difference, okay? Don't stop with one account, do everything. Sí. Debt, common stock. Está bien ahí. Les voy a dejar esta pantallita para que puedan seguir copiando y así yo busco donde hay una fallita, porque no nos cuadra el balance general, 3,900 contra 3,800. Ahí está.
Hola, a mí no me da. Sigo estancada en banks y traté de hacerlo como uno por uno y primero me da
Primero,
3 y después me
Ana,
da 70.
lo mismo que le dije a Elizabeth. Síguete con las siguientes cuentas.
Profe, ¿no su error está en laptop? Es que ahí dice que es 0. Profe, ¿qué pantalla nos está compartiendo?
Ah, sí, perdón. A ver, ahí se está.
Sí, ya.
Perfecto, ya está. Ya lo encontré. Encontré una diferencia.
Profe, ¿cómo se acaba el common stock?
Did you see, guys? Are you watching my Excel? Now we are balanced. We were missing, or I was missing the customer prepayments.
Profe, ¿cómo se sacaba el common stock?
Como todo lo demás. Common stock, o sea, al final tienes dos registros de capital. El primero, y cuando volviste a meter $1,000 para el vehículo. That's the final result, guys. If you don't have the same amounts, there's something wrong in there, okay? We can go through all the registers, but first of all, do both statements, the balance sheet and the income statement. Do them. With all the accounts, you need to put all the accounts first. And we will review the differences. But when you finish, okay? Remember that if your journal entries add up to 0, it means that you have your accounting system balanced. It's just a you have something wrong in the financial statements that you're not adding up, and that's it.
And what happens with mine? I have it balanced, but I still don't get the same value as you in the account of bank.
You have another account different from the bank.
I have already, like, I took pictures of yours to see if mine is like correct with yours, and it is like the same amount, the same name. And I did what you told me to copy the first bank that I have. And I did it with all of them. I copy and pasted, but I still don't get the same value. It did change from the first I had, but now I have 2,280. So I don't know.
Okay, guys, I will show you how to figure out that in a faster approach. Select all the row from the headers. These are the headers of my accounting database, and select until the last register. You go to the data option in the header of the Excel and put the filter. Now that you have filters in here, guys, choose the account of the name of the account. You have in here bank, okay? Bank. And you should only have one bank. If you have two banks, you have different names. If you only have one account, let's see what you got. These are all the registers that you should have in the bank. For those who had trouble with the bank, apply a filter to the accounting database, and these are all the registers that you should have in the bank account. And if you have two banks, that means that you have different names for that account. Elizabeth, ¿tienes solo un banco en tu filtro?
I have one that says liability bank loans. I mean, when I
No, no,
put
no,
the
esos son
credit
otros, esos son otros. Pero banks, you should only have one. Bank loan es otra cosa. Eso es liability. Ahora, si tienes ya solo una cuenta que dice bank, estos son todos los registros. Identifica qué registro tienes diferente.
Yes, I only have one bank.
Perfecto. Ahora aquí tienes todos los registros de banco. Mira, si sumas esto, chécate cuánto da. 2,310, que es lo mismo que yo mostré en mi balance general. Ahora sí compara los registros.
Espérame.
Ahí se van a dar cuenta si están bien en sus bancos. ¿Qué registro les está faltando, Ana?
Hola, pues la verdad es que Banks no me dio, después traté de hacer lo de accounts receivable y tampoco me dio, pero yo creo que algo de que tengo de que debit y credit amount en esa parte en las
Les estoy
accounts.
enseñando a cómo solucionarlo, porque pasan ese tipo de cosas. El chiste es que sepan cómo solucionarlo. Entonces, primero, seleccionas toda tu base de datos, ¿vale? Lo primero es las sombreas.
Ujú.
Ya que las sombreas, le aplicas el filtro que está en la pestaña de data. Filter data. Now that you have the filters, filter bank. And now you can compare. These are all the registers that you should have in your bank account. Compare them. Solo son 12 registros. If you don't have one register that I have, there's something wrong in your accounting system.
Oiga, profe, si les deja compartir pantalla para que puedan ver,
Claro que sí.
ajá, para que así les puedan mostrar que quieren más.
Ah, ¿tú ya terminaste, Jorge?
Es que lo estoy haciendo en otra computadora yo. Tengo la computadora de la clase y otra para hacer el examen.
Ya pueden compartir. Los que tengan el micrófono abierto, por favor, ciérrenlo para que hable el que necesite compartir. ¿Quién quiere compartir la pantalla?
Profe, creo que ya vi cuando lo filtré o esto, tengo 2 de 30, pero no, de la 8 y la 9. O sea, en la 8 tengo -30 de bank y luego en la
Revisa
9
esos
tengo
asientos.
-30.
Tú ya sabes registrar. Revisa bien esos asientos. Que no los hayas duplicado, que correspondan con la descripción del movimiento económico.
No, o sea, cuando lo comparé con el suyo, todo estaba bien, solo que tengo un 30 de más o de menos.
Exactamente.
¿Cuánto sale
Corrígelo.
el total de los assets?
¿Quién quería compartir la pantalla primero, antes de Jimmy? Ay, ¿ya nadie quiere compartir la pantalla?
Si quiere, yo le comparto la vea y me ayuda. A ver en qué
No,
estamos.
primero va Jimmy. Entonces, este es el resultado, guys. This is the final result. If you don't have... First question, guys. First question. Are these
Profe,
profits
ya
or
vi
these
que
are
es
losses? Guys, these are profits or losses?
Losses. Losses
Why, Danny?
positive. Porque están positivos.
And that means that You have more
Vale.
expenses than what you sold. Remember that
Teacher.
if we add up all the expenses, guys, it's 250. Take a look. 250 against 200 in sales. This is a loss. Losses are positive.
La completed depreciation es negativo. Assets.
Es correcto. Es una contra asset account. Es la única cuenta de activos que se pone en negativo. A contra asset account, it's the only account that it's an asset but in negative sign.
Teacher, I figure it out.
Ya sabía que
Esto
tú
es like,
podías.
so el que nosotros hemos estado haciendo, sí hicimos la 9. El que dice, now the investor wants a dividend, what is the final position?
No le hemos
Y
pagado los dividendos.
lo hicimos en clases pasadas, o no sé si nosotros los de análisis statement,
Bueno,
porque yo
quítala,
tengo el de bank y equity shareholder. Y
quítala.
entonces ahí tengo los 30 de bank. Y si lo sumo a los
Ahora sí
2000,
ya, ¿te dio? Quitando
o sea,
esa.
sí me dio de que si sumo yo los 2280 más el 30 del
¿Te da
bank equity shareholder,
2310?
y me da
Bien,
2310.
ya está, ya está.
Pero no la borro o la dejo.
No, quítala, quítala. Bórrala. Te tiene que dar exactamente lo que está aquí. Julian, everything okay? Did you go to the final result? Really? Everything matched? Nice. Great. Guys, if you get to this final result, you completed your first month in advance because we're just missing the last week. We can go to more interesting stuff. Ana, ¿pudiste identificar cuál era tu diferencia? Filter bank.
O sea, sí hay una diferencia de 30, pero igual, aunque la quite, me sigue dando negativo el número. Entonces yo creo que lo voy a volver a hacer desde cero para ver.
Mira, aquí te estoy mostrando, filtra tus bancos e identifica registro a registro cuál te está faltando. Tienes el 1200, check. Tienes el 100, check. Tienes el 50, check.
Sí, tengo todos, pero la única diferencia es que en el tercero yo tengo 40 y usted tiene 50 y después yo tengo 2 30 en vez de solo uno.
A ver, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. Ya sabemos que el problema está aquí, ¿no? Esto lo puedo pintar y cuando lo desfiltre van a estar pintados los registros que tú tienes diferente. Mira, es la pregunta 4. Ahí, ¿por qué le estás pagando de menos al proveedor? La pregunta 4 dice, le pagaste 5.50 al proveedor. Checa tu pregunta 4, el registro este es el correcto. Y abajo tienes el de la laptop.
Acabo de revisar y sí lo tengo igual, menos lo del que tenía yo tenía 40 y ustedes tenían 50.
Entonces ya estamos bien. A ver,
No, a mí siempre
corrígelo.
me sigue saliendo. Ya lo corregí, pero en Banks me sigue saliendo negativo 2080.
Ah, ya creo que si te sale negativo 2080, a ver, aquí 2080 se me hace que son este registro lo tienes, 1200.
Sí, sí lo tengo.
Ahora, ¿tienes este registro, el 11?
El 11. Sí, también. Sí, por eso le digo que se me hace raro, entonces yo creo que lo voy a repetir desde
No,
cero.
mira,
Y
mira, vamos a encontrar. Ya vimos que esos dos ya los corregiste. O sea, este ya está, ¿no? El 20, 50, 30 lo tienes.
sí, solo que el 30 lo tengo 2 veces.
Entonces ahí hay otro error.
Este era lo que les decía, profe,
Profe,
que
el customer,
las clases pasadas sí hicimos la 9, la que dice now the investor wants a dividend,
Borren
what's the
esa,
final
borren
position?"
esa, borren esa. Si hay algo de
Ajá, y ya
dividendos,
la
borren
borré,
el
ya me
dividendo.
salió.
Ah, borramos la 9.
profe, el
Sí.
customer prepayment, que es un pasivo, ¿verdad? En que
Mira, mira. Espérame, no sé por qué este se subió. Ah, porque está filtrado.
Me sale lo mismo igual.
Give me one second, guys. We just finished. Just 1 second. Chicos, los que se quieran ir porque ya se tienen que ir, adelante, les agradezco mucho su atención. Lo vamos a subir a Excel. Tienen el grupo de WhatsApp, por favor, añádense en el grupo de WhatsApp porque ahí vamos también a tener.
Bye, profe, gracias.
Cuídense mucho. Los que se quieran quedar, Jimmy, este es el resultado final.
Profe, ¿puedo compartirle mi Excel para que lo vea rápido?
Claro que sí, pero nada más, Jimmy, sácale un print
es
screen
en,
para que
es
lo
en
puedas
customer
comparar.
prepayment, ¿no?
¿Dónde está? Mira, ¿dónde está el customer prepayment?
Sí,
Son
ese es el
negativos, ¿ya
payment.
viste? Es negativo.
Ya.
Las deudas
Gracias,
son
profe, nos vemos.
negativas. Debts are negatives, always.
Hi, teacher, thank you.
Bye, 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 bye. Adelante, María Fernanda, compártenos.